Yuskue found himself running out the door, his mother yelling behind him as she threw his school bag, catching it before he jumped down a flight of stairs, warning him not to be late and not to skip class again. Yuskue had been spending his last few nights staying up super late, watching cartoons on TV and gorging on snacks. It was a bad habit that his mother was starting to notice. Not that he had been one for television before, even though he enjoyed the occasional wrestling match, but now he was starting to become a cartoon connoisseur, you might say. Some of the leftover remnants of his early training with Botan, it had now become a bit of a habit for Yuskue. Watching cartoons were not only entertaining, but also educational. It really did influence his mind when it came to fighting with the power of the Star Art. The power to will his own constructs to life through the power of will in of itself. With cartoons, it gave him new and unique and creative ways to use his powers, knowing that he could take the things he saw and bring it to life. As Yuskue found himself rushing behind the traffic, people lining streets trying to cross and get where they needed to go, making sure no one was looking, the boy would take flight into the sky, high enough not to be noticed, as he went flying along with no care or worry. Man, oh man, gotta love the power of this ring. I'll never have to worry about traffic ever again. As he was flying along, he didn't notice that someone was following him. That was until the last moment when Hiei appeared right beside him, causing the two to descend down to the ground. What's up, Hiei? You're not stalking me again, are you? I have better things to do with my time, detective. I've just come to give you this. Hiei would hand Yuskue a tape. Isn't this a little old-fashioned? I mean, don't you have a phone? You can send a text, email, at least DVD. It's from Koenma in Spirit World. I don't really much care what it is. It's not for me, it's for you. I'm out of here. Well, take care, grumpy attitude, I guess. So, what to do? I've got a special tape from Spirit World. I've got to find someone with a VHR player. Maybe Kuwabara's got one. At school, Kuwabara wondered what the tape could be himself. That was until Yuskue confirmed that it came from Spirit World. Nuh-uh! No way, no how. I'm not getting involved with you anymore, Urameshi. Not after last time. It's time for me to buckle down and focus on these golden years of mine. Oh, what? The golden years of you getting rejected? Don't worry, there's plenty more of that in your future. Shut up, Urameshi! You don't know what it's like. Always having to deal with that cold, shuddering feeling. Like there's something that's always watching you out the corner of your eyes. Seriously, man, I'm losing sleep over this. Yeah, well, weren't you the one that plunged into the enemy fortress, ready to throw hands with any and every demon that you came across? Geesh, pick a lane. Either be a courage or be a scaredy cat. You can't be both. That's easy for you to say. Courage to cowardly dog is both. Yeah, well, I'd rather have courage as a sidekick than you. Oh, sure. Just blame everything on the dog. Look, are you gonna let me watch this at your house or not? Ugh, fine. But I'm not getting involved. No way, no how. Whatever you're doing it solo. You understand me, Urameshi? Yeah, you don't need to complain to me. Just make sure you got snacks. I'm starving. Later on, Yuskue, Botan, and Kuwabara would be sitting in his room with his old VHS player. Technically, it belonged to his sister, and he only rarely used it, but now it was good for something. As they popped the tape inside, they wondered what they were going to see. At first, they saw some ads of all things, made by Spirit World Productions. Geez, talk about being full of yourself, Yuskue said, as the message would begin to play. Swirling at his desk would be Koenma. Good afternoon, Yuskue, Botan, Yusuke's friend. It's Kuwabara! Yeah, whatever, Koima said on the tape. If you're watching this, it means I have an urgent assignment for you to handle. And because it's urgent, you can't turn it down. Not like I ever have a choice anyway. Anywho, I'll cut straight to the point. About 200 miles towards the north, in the mountainside, there is a spirit, an ice apparition that's being held captive. The screen would show the girl in question being held in what appeared to be some mansion-like fortress with talismans all around her window. The apparition's name is Yukina, and she's a very rare one too. Her people have the distinct ability of creating rare and valuable jewels, but they're created from the tears that they shed. She's currently being held hostage by a man, the name of Ganzu Tarukune. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't be getting you involved in such things. Of course, while it's not looked upon favorably, dealings between humans and beings from the spirit and the demon realm aren't uncommon. However, a situation like this can't be ignored. That's why I'm putting you on the case to rescue her. The humans that deal in the black market, they're often going after things that they shouldn't, and this is one of them. On top of that, there's also rumblings of another conspiracy that's taking place. A lot of powerful human criminals are starting to gather together, but for what, I'm not entirely sure. That's why I'm leaving it up to you. You're going to have to go and rescue her. Oh great, so a rescue mission, huh? As the message continued playing, the group didn't notice that Kuwabara's sister had entered inside. Not only that, but she actually had more than enough spirit awareness to see what was going on. The way that the tape worked was that those with a high enough spiritual affinity could actually see the message. For the average human who didn't have a high spirit quality, they would only see static, but she saw it as plain as day, even told them the right direction that they needed to go. She wasn't entirely sure of what was going on, but she couldn't really say that she cared either. Just as long as Kuwabara was staying out of trouble, then that was all she cared about. But Kuwabara was the bigger issue. When he saw her face, the face of the girl in question, everything for him changed in that moment. Dressed in a pearl white yukata, her hair like that of a baby blue, her eyes shimmering like sapphire, a face so pleasant to look at. She was the personification of beauty. How could a girl enveloped in ice give off a reflection so warm and pleasant? For Kuwabara, it caused emotions within him to begin to stir. He could no longer ignore this crisis. No, it wouldn't be right. It wouldn't be manly. Kuwabara looked towards Yuskue and Botan, the both of them having very much confused expressions. Kuwabara, Botan would say. Hey, idiot, you alright? I think I'm in love. What? I think I'm in love! Urameshi, we have to go right away. We have to save that girl by any means necessary. But I thought you were retired from the... Oh, don't go on with the semantics. We can't just sit around here and do nothing. That poor girl is being tortured. Tortured by that fat, ugly criminal, Tarukane. It's up to us. As men, we can't go back on our word. We have to do our duty no matter how hard it takes. Do our duty no matter how hard it takes, huh? Sure. Yeah, we'll go rescue her. Because you really think you're gonna have a shot. No offense, but has anyone ever told you to look into the mirror? Shut up, Urameshi! Come on! I already know where we need to go. We're gonna take the bus! I've got tokens! Come on! Kuwabara raced out of the room as the rest of the tape continued playing. Yuskue just shaking his head. Well, what's the matter, Yuskue? Unless you've got a car, it's going to take us a while to get there. I've got something better than a car, Yuskue said with a grin, as he held up his fist and the emerald ring began to glow. Meanwhile, at Tarukane's fortress, the short, stubby mob boss began to make his rounds, his helicopter descending into the main foyer, his assistant waiting for him. Lord Tarukane, I hope you are having safe travels. Yeah, it's the same as usual. Always with the boring meetings and all that good stuff. All that matters is that we're making money. Good money. So, how's the prisoner? You get her the break yet? Well, don't waste time. Spit it out. No, sir. She continues to look stone-faced at the wall. She emotes no emotion. I figured as much. That's why you always gotta be careful with the broads. The broads can be pretty stubborn. I should know. My old hag of a mother, yeah, she used to be a stone-cold bitch. Could barely get her to make any kind of face. Sometimes Daddy had to get a little forceful, or whatever low schmuck she decided to bring back to the house. That's why I had to bring in some hired muscle. They're a little on the expensive side, but they can get the job done. He said as two people would walk from behind him, a tall man and a short one sitting on his shoulder. Allow me to introduce to you the Toguro brothers. They're a part of the Apparition Gang. The Apparition Gang, sir? Do you really think that it's necessary to... Oh, relax. They only do what they get paid to do. They aren't gonna waste their time with the likes of you. You don't even register on their radar. The taller of the two of them would speak. Take us to the girl. Before long, they would arrive to her cell. Hearing the door beginning to open, Yukina would stare at the wall, forming a small barrier around herself. She's been like this for the last few weeks, Tarukane said. She puts up this barrier and we can't get through. Be careful. She tends to freeze the place up. A good old Jack Frost if I ever seen one. Or should I say Jackie Frost. Don't worry, it won't bother us any. Without even moving, Yukina would have her face struck, blood trickling down her cheek, but yet she emoted no emotions. She really is stubborn, the taller Toguro said. You're not going to make this easy for us, are you? Before they could say anything, a bird that had been flying at the window would return. Yukina, her face would panic, and that was all it took to give her away. Without warning, Toguro would grab hold of the bird, Yukina looking at him with a look of fear, of desperation. The bird chirped around the large hand of Toguro. Such a delicate little thing. It's funny. To them, this is all their existence will ever be. Sometimes I wonder if they realize just how weak and fragile they really are. No, please, it didn't do anything. Don't hurt it. Oh, now you can actually speak. This is what it takes to bring out your emotions. A feeble creature like this. Just let it go. Please. I'll do whatever you want. Just don't hurt him. If that's so, then cry. I'm trying. I'm trying, please. I'll do anything. Just don't. Toguro slowly began to squeeze. The bird's discomfort could be heard. Yukina crying out desperately for them to stop. Please don't hurt him. Please, just let it go. Please, don't. The squeezing got tighter. and tighter. The bird's chirps became more frantic. It felt its discomfort, and Yukina couldn't bear it. She threw herself at his feet, but he kicked her away, holding up her face and making her watch as he slowly squeezed the life out of the bird, squeezing it until it popped, its head shooting up into the ceiling of the roof, splattering right back in front of her. Why? Yes! This is what I'm talking about! Oh yeah, come to Papa. Terukane began collecting the jewels that fell from her cheeks. 12 stones in total. This'll fetch me a good amount on the market. You boys sure know how to do good work. If I had known all it took was popping a couple of bird heads. Yeesh. Terukane left with his prize, Yukina sobbing on the ground. As Toguro prepared to walk away, he turned back to her. The death of the bird is on you. You have no one to blame but yourself. Your selfishness, your stubbornness. That's what led to the bird dying. The weak cannot order the strong. That is against nature. It's against all semblance of order. If you want my advice, give up on hope. Give up on escaping. If you had the power to do so, you would have done it a long time ago. From what I can tell, no one's coming to save you. It's pointless to resist. What little bit of hope you have left, you should discard it. If you truly value the birds, then give up on hope. Meanwhile, flying on ahead, Yuskue had taken his constructs to the next level. He had built a giant jet plane with 3 cockpit seats, as he, Botan, and Kuwabara would fly on ahead. No way, Urameshi! You were able to make something like this? I've been having a lot of practice, watching how planes look and how they fly and all. I figured I could make something like this to carry us on aboard, and I can make it go as fast as I want. Will you please just stay focused? Botan would say. Her hair frizzed, scared for her life. Come on, Botan, there's nothing to worry about. As long as I keep on thinking about this plane and I don't let my mind get distracted for a moment, we're gonna be just fine. Okay, genius. Then I have a question for you. Do you know how to land a plane? Oh, do I know how to land a... Oh, yeah. I don't know how to land a plane. You don't know how to land a plane, Urameshi? Oh, good. We're gonna crash! No, don't worry. I promise you, we are not gonna crash! Ah! Yuskue descended just a little too fast, and the plane started clipping trees. Thankfully, he was able to think on his feet, and he created a giant teddy bear that caught all 3 of them as they fell to the ground safely. We are never doing that again, Yuskue, Botan said. If I wanted to put my life on the line, I would have flown with Spirit. Spirit what? The airline! Grr! Yeah, okay, that wasn't my brightest idea, but it's a learning progress. Anywho, we're a lot faster now than we would have been normally. It would have taken us 2 hours to get here by bus. This cut our trip down to like 15 minutes. Alright, we're finally here. Don't worry, Yukina, I'm coming for you. I'm Kuwabara. I'm a man, and I've got a sword. Kuwabara began running, without any rhyme or reason or hesitation at all, Not caring how many enemies he attracted to their location, as they continued, Tarukane would be alerted by his servant. "Sir, we have a problem." "Huh?" "The alarm signals have begun to go off. We have intruders on our land." "Intruders? Oh, a couple of scavengers, huh?" "Huh? Kids? Really? Probably trying to steal my fortune. Doesn't matter. Gutter rats get put down. Make sure you kill them." "If I may," the taller Toguro said, "allow us to handle it. These intruders. It'll be free of charge." "Free? Free? You are offering me free? Will I be a fool to turn it down? Go ahead. Fight to your heart's content." "With pleasure." As Yuskue, Kuwabara, and Botan continued onto the property, the mansion just in sight, they would be stopped as a man in a suit and tie would arrive before them, finishing off his cigarette, looking upon them with his shaded glasses. "You kids are pretty far from home. Isn't it past your curfew?" "Ah, well, the streetlights haven't come on yet," Yuskue said. "My family doesn't care how long I'm out. Curfew means nothing to me." "Is that so? Well, I'm going to give you a little bit of advice. It's dangerous around these parts. If you value your lives, you turn back now and go back the way you came." "Go back the way we came?" "Kuwabara, he wants us to go back the way we came." "Yeah, we can't do that, sir. It took us all the trouble just to come all the way out here. Besides, we want to talk to your boss, Tarukane." "You want to talk to the boss?" "Did he stutter?" "I don't think I stuttered, Urameshi. Did I stutter to you?" "No, I heard you loud and clear. But you know what they say about the elders. The hearing's always the first to go." "You boys and your jokes. Tell me, do you think this is a joke?" The man in question began to transform into a demon, allowing his monstrous state to take hold. "What do you think about me now? Am I a joke?" "Yeah, you're a pretty big, fat, ugly joke." "Yeah, a joke so ugly I doubt your mom would laugh." "Nah, don't say that, Urameshi. That would be an insult to his mother. There's no way she could have given birth to something this ugly." "Always keep them laughing, even when they're about to die." "I just don't get it. You have a demon in there being held hostage. Aren't they a part of your own kind? You're just gonna let her get abused by a human? Jeesh, do you have any pride?" "Oh, don't go preaching that morality to me. Even demons would sell their soul to the devil if given a chance, much less a human. Besides, you boys are talking high and mighty now. But what's gonna happen when I slaughter one of you? You would just as soon turn on each other to save your own skins. That's the essence of humanity." Kuwabara and Yuskue would begin to charge up their spirit energy. As the demon lunged, Kuwabara would be the first to use his spirit sword, hacking and slashing the demon to pieces before it even knew what hit him, as Yuskue finished him off with a spirit gun. "Don't go acting like you know us. You don't know a damn thing." "These boys seem pretty serious," Botan would say. But before they could regroup, Kuwabara went charging on ahead, as both Yuskue and Botan looked to one another. "Well, safe to say you've been replaced as the lady in his life. Oh, I'm so heartbroken. Actually, I'm more worried about Kuwabara than anyone else. He just rushed out of the room. He never heard the end of the tape. When do you think we should tell him? Well, not anytime soon. He's got a high level of confidence. I don't want to kill that. But he's got to learn who her brother is. That's right. Kuwabara had been in such a rush, he left before Koenma's tape message could finish. The final words. The captive is no ordinary girl. She actually has close ties to someone that you're familiar with. Yukina. She is the younger sister of Hiei. This concludes Yu Yu Hakusho Emerald Detective. What if Yuskue Urameshi was the Green Lantern? Season 1, Part 12. As always, if you enjoyed today's video and everything else that we have to offer, then please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and hit that bell for post notifications so you can stay up to date on everything that is Power Core Productions and Podcastings that has to come out now and in the future. And stay tuned next time as we continue with Yu Yu Hakusho Emerald Detective. What if Yuskue Urameshi was the Green Lantern? Season 1, Part 13. But anyway, that's going to do it for the end of today's video. I'm Javon Harrington with Power Core Productions and Podcastings, signing off, and I'll see you next time.